In today's day and age, drones are getting more accessible than ever for the average consumer, with lower prices and better specs. But I still get this question all the time. Should I buy a drone? Well, today we are going to do our best to answer that question for everyone. Welcome to Echo Productions. I'm your host, Silas Willoughby, and today we are answering the question I get asked the most, by far. Should I buy a drone? Now, today's video is aimed at more professional level drones, used for taking high quality aerial video and photos, and not towards toy drones. So if you're considering buying a $20 toy drone, then this video is not really for you. But with that out of the way, let's get into it. Now, there's not really an answer that would work for everyone. So let's start with who should buy a drone and the pros and cons of buying a drone. If I showed you this sequence 5 to 10 years ago and told you I shot it all for only $500 on one camera without a drone and shot in less than 10 minutes, you would have called me crazy. But today it's very possible. Drones are incredibly versatile and allow you to capture shots that would have taken thousands of dollars in hours to set up in less than 10 minutes with no cost other than your initial investment of something as low as $500. So whether you travel a lot and want to step up your game, or you're a professional filmmaker or photographer who wants to take your work to the next level, drones are incredibly useful and versatile pieces of equipment. They're one of those things that help you stand out, especially if you know how to use them. Having such a wide range of angles allows you to capture the moment in a much more memorable way. A big plus of having a drone is how much more you stand out and appeal to clients. If they are shopping around looking for a videographer or a photographer to film or photograph their wedding or their property or whatever it is that they want you to film or photograph, reels and galleries can start to blur together. So one way to really help your reel or gallery to stand out is to have some great aerial shots. Your clients will remember you as the one with the drone and will be much more likely to choose you as their photographer or videographer. Now, this video isn't supposed to be an advert for buying a drone, so I suppose I do have to come up with a few cons to buying a drone. I guess the first thing is that while they are getting cheaper, they are still quite expensive. High quality drones with professional capabilities range from $500 for low-end ones to $6,000. That's a lot of dough to dish out on something that a lot of people would call a toy. Probably my least favorite thing about pro drones is how loud they are. It's like flying around a lawnmower. It can be really annoying and is a really good way to make your neighbors hate you. And finally, while they are pretty good cameras, they're certainly not top of the line, simply because they can't put that much into their cameras and keep it light enough to fly around. The sensor in most drones' cameras is basically the same as the one in your smartphone. And if you've seen my video on DSLRs for smartphones, you know my opinion on smartphone cameras. Although it does help to have some pretty decent glass in front of the sensor, and of course, the 3-axis gimbal makes it look a lot better than any footage you would ever get with your smartphone. So, as you can see, I don't really have that much bad to say about them. Drones are incredibly versatile cameras that allow you to capture shots that you would have never been able to do before, all in a relatively small setup and for much cheaper than the rigs it would take to set up a traditional camera to capture the same shots. But if you're still wondering if you should buy a drone, I think the question you should be asking yourself is, should I invest in a drone? Think of it as an investment instead of a purchase. But that's all for today. Make sure to come back next week for another awesome video.